Oh, Nathan, son, I just wanted to let you know that I found Retro. Oh, you already found him. You guys talking about that age religion yet? Or, oh, my Ascani ancestors! Oh, my Ascani ancestors! You're. Who are you? Well, I'm normally a dark passenger in most circles, but not now, Dex. Seriously? He's the Bay Harbor Real North Butcher? Oh, my Ascani ancestors! Yeah, you said that. Yeah, seriously, like, you're gonna keep going on? What is it, like Pavlovian, or kind of like a Star Wars thing? It just, yeah, comes in rhymes and poetry? Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, thanks, Nathan. Hey, everybody, what's up? This is, Retro Reviews on a kill table for once in a while, to talk about Dexter yet again. So, recap before we get to my overall thoughts on the first 3 episodes so far as of this week of Dexter Resurrection. I did a big overview of the original series, and I think the season finale years ago when I started out on the channel. And more importantly, I thought New Blood was a bit of a rushed ending kind of mess, but I did like the opening premiere, which this original spin-off has a lot of parallels to, and ties up a lot more, I guess, more abruptly or less abruptly than the opening in Original Sin. Speaking of, I'm very much aware that Patrick over here, I believe Gleason, if I got his name right, my apologies, it's been a while since I talked about this actor, so part of the original reviews for this and the rundowns probably all last year and this year. I think he's doing a good job for the character. He's got the mannerisms of a very early days Dex, but I think the one thing I kind of noticed is that they didn't have any confidence for Michael C. Hall, who's also producing both Resurrection, this, and I think most of New Blood when that was out a couple of years ago, to let him have the inner thoughts monologues, which was the whole point of most of Dex's like POV of like what it's like being a natural born kind of like serial killer vibes, even in the early 90s at that time. So, rambles aside, what are my overall thoughts of Resurrection and the first 3 episodes? Well, it started off actually, how do I say this nicely, rough. Oh, what, having ghost characters all over again of everyone I've ever killed. Wait, so is he the Bay Harbor Butcher, or surprise mother effer himself, Doak showed up? There's a good reason why Jimmy Spit's going to come back for Andor Season 2. The opening for this spin-off pretty much confirmed that. And, turns out Paramount, or whoever's in charge with Showtime nowadays, is very happy to have the original showrunner, Clive Phillips, because I think he was the last of the original writers to be around during the Trinity Killer season. No jokes aside, it is a fan favorite season for a reason. However, the overabundance and nostalgia of it is basically the same kind of like overabundance of callbacks like the original series did with the Ice Truck Killer way back then, I guess to appease book readers getting to keep watching. It's got some of those parallels and some of those writing hiccups there. Outside of that, Michael C. Hall is still Dexter. He's still doing what he was set out to do back in New Blood a few years ago, and my reviews aside, I still think it's the definitive version of the character. My apologies to all the Jeff Lindsay novel fans, but put it bluntly, there's a reason why I am nostalgia bound enough, I guess, to have a real nerve style kill table here, and the fact that you made me move here to Queens. Well, tell that to your son. By the way, played once again by Jake Atlott. My apologies if I got his name wrong or whatever. Harrison is going through it after everything he did in New Blood, so there's kind of a long story short there. He's sort of becoming the same kind of killer his dad was, but through osmosis and trying to kill him last time. I can't understand why I can't call these seasons with New Blood and Resurrection. Maybe it's a rights issue, or maybe there was too many years of separation between the seasons. I don't really know in particular. I'm only just talking about the premiere because there's not really too much to talk about the setup for this time around. Outside of moving into New York after everything that happened in Iron Lake, he's also going to be in a weird serial killer dinner party, which I feel like that's where the producers are going to be spinning the wheels of like the weird over-the-top campiness that they kind of want to do for this character still. I'll know more by the time I do wrap-ups, probably by the end of the year, to talk about all the guest characters that are clearly going to be there. But for the guest characters so far, I'm a little worried about Uma Thurman's character. Again, I'll know more about everyone's serial killer backgrounds, probably by the end of the season. if this is even a season, by the way. Yeah, I don't know. She looks a little muted, a little too cold. Maybe she'll be more lived up when the dinner party stuff happens next week, episode wise. Another reason why I'm sticking to non or sporadic spoilers for this episode, sorry for this review, mainly because a couple things. One, I did not want to do the I Know What You Did Last Summer reboot, but for everything I've seen so far, better than the remake television series I did way back when in the early days of the pandemic, so go to that review of everything else in the cards. And with the last cards out of the way, there was a big reunion for most of Miami Metro's guys that they could get. Obviously Masuga, obviously Quinn, which was a big surprise for me, I think, this week's episode on episode 3. But the big hook of this is finally getting what we could have had at the end of New Blood and have David Zaz's original captain who took over for Laguata, Batista. Yeah, he's coming back just to finally hunt Dexter and finally just get some closure for the original series, which I thought was the whole driving hook for New Blood, but it was only like that at the very tail end after the premiere. So I don't know. Again, the ball's on your court if you guys really want to see this show. It's on Paramount Plus right now. I don't know if the whole series is going to be on YouTube later down the road, like they did with New Blood. I guess just to pad out, I guess, content filler or whatever. That all being said, I have a lot to say about what's currently going on with Skydance's merger, but I don't want to drag it into a 10.5-hour video, so I'm just going to leave it at this. So far, it is a 7 out of 10 for the first 3 episodes alone. It is a stronger hook after you get past the premiere, like they did with New Blood and Original Sin. So maybe they'll space it out, hopefully for the finale, but I really won't know after that. So until then, you're gonna get me at this table, or am I gonna have to hench it out of it? More or less, but go to Retro over here. I'm so gonna try to kick you off screen to see his previous review, which was obviously that Superman review. Yeah, and I'm gonna get you out soon, but when you get to that, get to me in the shorts here to talk about probably his soon-to-be non-spoilers review for, speaking of Marvel adjacent stuff, Fantastic Four First Steps. And I'm just gonna be over here, probably going to cut him off the table, by the way. Thanks, by the way. God damn you, Dexter! Yeah, they're gonna be having another bromance rivalry. Go to me over here to sub the channel, hit the notification bell down below. Leave a comment down below of which is your favorite episode so far for this new season, or spin-off or whatever, of Dexter Resurrection. And until next time, I'm apparently Dawkin, doing a Deb and covering for Retro over here, saying, so we're gonna talk about the Age of Revelation shorts, or what, on things you missed comics-wise. I don't know, you tell him.